Hey Dragon Slayers. So today's video is about Dr. Ken Berry's story of self-discovery, part 2. First, Dr. Berry assumed that studying nutritional textbooks and journals would be the proper approach. He quickly realized that big food corporations sponsor publication of most of that information, and the publications offer little that would help in the prevention and healing. Next, he looked at the Atkins diet. In medical school, he learned that this diet could be bad for your kidneys, and he was told they probably shouldn't recommend it to patients. Then he looked at the research for the first time. The conclusions of most of the studies seemed to support that belief. When he looked again, this time at the whole of the research and not just the conclusions of the studies, he realized that the findings didn't support the conclusions. It was a weird awakening for him as a doctor. It's common practice for a busy doctor to read only the conclusions of a research paper, not the entire paper. Doctors do this because of their justifiable assumptions that the conclusion should honestly sum up the research findings. A take home message of the research in a few hundred words or less. It turns out that the researchers often slant the conclusions of a study towards what the researcher thinks or wants the study to show or not show. Even worse, conclusions are often tainted by the desire of the big pharma or big food corporations that sponsor the study. He decided the Atkins diet wasn't as dangerous as he had been led to believe. Therefore, he tried it himself. He lost 20 pounds in 2 months, and his kidney function was better than it had been before he started. His problem with the Atkins diet was that he actually liked veggies and berries and missed eating them. He got bored eating ribeye steak and butter all the time. He looked at the South Beach diet, the Ornish diet, and several others. He found a book called The Primal Blueprint by Mark Sisson. It spoke to him and changed his paradigm about nutrition, health, and medicine. The diet tried to mimic a primal or paleo diet like the one our ancestors ate thousands of years ago. The thinking that sold him on the primal slash paleo was the best possible way for humans to eat and live. Human DNA has been on this planet for thousands of years. It survived and thrived while people commonly ate certain things and never ate other things. If our distant ancestors made it through childbirth and dodged infectious disease and predators, they seem to stay healthy and live robustly into old age. Only with the introduction of grains, sugars, and other starches as a large part of our daily diet did we begin to get fat and sick with chronic, non-infectious diseases. He memorized the Primal Blueprint and tried to live by it as best as he could. He lost another 20 pounds and started having fun and enjoying his life again. He didn't feel the need to work out anymore. He would just go outside and play like a kid. He was going through family and social changes, yet they didn't get him down or make him angry like he would have been in the past when he was very overweight. It was almost as if his diet had changed his mood, attitude, and outlook on life entirely. So I have observed this for myself in my own life. I had a friend a long time ago who was very overweight, and she was struggling with some mental health issues, and I suggested that she change her diet. And she went from a sad standard American diet to keto. And within 4 to 6 months, I believe she lost about 75 pounds, and most of her mental illness completely went away without any medication. Not everyone is going to have such a miraculous turnaround, but what you put in your body is the most important marker of your health. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.